Xpeng's newest driver assist system handled Shenzhen's most chaotic market district, with zero lidar, just two Turing chips and cameras, and the footage is genuinely hard to explain. Zero lidar, no radar stack, just two Turing generation chips and a ring of cameras. And Xpeng is pointing this system at Shenzhen's Huaqiangbei district, which is basically the final boss of urban driving. We're talking about a neighborhood where delivery scooters outnumber traffic lanes. Illegal parking is a cultural institution, and the road markings are more of a suggestion than a rule. So when real owners started posting daily dashcam logs of the X9 Ultra navigating this place on city NOA, that's Xpeng's Navigate on autopilot equivalent, I paid attention immediately. The dual Turing configuration matters here because each chip is rated at around 500 TOPS of AI compute, so you're sitting at roughly 1,000 TOPS total on board. For context, that's the same ballpark as Tesla's HW4 hardware. But here's the architectural difference that actually changes the behavior. Xpeng is running a Vision Language Action Model, VLA, which means the system isn't just pattern matching against a training library of road scenarios. It's reasoning in natural language about what it sees, then translating that reasoning into a steering and throttle action. I think that distinction is why the smooth clips look genuinely different from what we saw in VLA 1.0 last year. The question is whether the reasoning holds when the city gets truly weird. Let me start with the wins, because they're real. At low to medium urban speeds, think 20 to 50 kilometers per hour, the system's lane changes are genuinely fluid. Owners describe it as silk, which sounds like marketing speak until you watch a clip of the X9 Ultra threading through a double-parked delivery van on a two-lane road in Huaqiangbei, without a single correction input. The VLA architecture earns its pay here because the model can interpret the intent of the obstruction. This van is stopped. The driver is unloading. I need to treat this as a temporary lane reduction, rather than just reacting to the pixel boundary of the vehicle. That's a real capability gap over older rule-based systems. But here's what nobody in the Western press is talking about. The failure modes are almost entirely at intersections, not mid-block. Specifically, the system struggles with the yellow light transition window on faster arterial roads. Multiple owners report the car braking hard when a green flips to yellow at speed, not a gentle deceleration, an actual lurch, which suggests the temporal prediction model for signal state isn't as mature as the spatial obstacle model. There's also a documented pattern of the car refusing to move on a green light when there's no right turn restriction, apparently misreading a nearby red signal. I'd argue this is the single biggest gap between VLA 2.0 and Tesla FSD V12 right now. FSD has had 3 more years of North American intersection data, and it shows in edge case handling, even if China's intersections are structurally different. I want to zoom out for a second, because I think the framing around Chinese ADAS is still badly calibrated in Western coverage. 2 years ago, I said on this channel that Xpeng City NGP would need at least 18 months to close the gap with Tesla FSD on urban performance. I was wrong about the timeline. They move faster, but I was right about the gap still existing. And the pattern here rhymes with something we've seen before. Think about Hyundai's entry into the US market in 1986 with the Excel. The car was genuinely impressive for the price. Real owners loved it in normal conditions. But the edge cases, highway durability, cold weather reliability, exposed where the engineering maturity wasn't there yet. VLA 2.0 is in a similar position. The everyday urban experience, especially in Chinese cities, is arguably better than anything Tesla ships domestically right now. The X9 Ultra owners posting these logs are not complaining. They're genuinely surprised by how good the routine stuff is. But the intersection failures and the parking exit path planning, where the car routinely hugs the curb too tightly after pulling out of a space, those are the Excel in winter moments. Before we go further, one number that changes the whole picture. Xpeng has reportedly pushed over-the-air updates to VLA 2.0 at a cadence of roughly once every 3 weeks since launch. That's faster than Tesla's FSD update cycle in China. If the intersection logic is a software problem rather than a compute problem, that update rate matters enormously. So where does this go from here? I think the next 12 months are genuinely pivotal for 3 specific players. First, Xpeng itself. The VLA architecture gives them a structural advantage in data efficiency because the model reasons in language, New scenarios can theoretically be addressed with targeted fine-tuning rather than collecting millions of new labeled miles. If that holds, the intersection failures we're seeing now could be patched in 2 or 3 update cycles rather than 2 years of data accumulation. Watch for Xpeng's Q3 2025 earnings call. If they report city NOA active mileage crossing 500 million kilometers, that's the signal the system is getting real-world exposure fast enough to iterate. Second, Huawei's ADS 3.0, which is shipping in the 80M9 and Lux models. Huawei still runs lidar alongside vision, which gives them a safety floor Xpeng doesn't have. But it also costs significantly more. The lidar stack alone adds roughly 8,000 to 12,000 renminbi to the BOM. If Xpeng can demonstrate equivalent safety metrics without lidar, that cost advantage becomes a pricing weapon in the 250,000 to 350,000 renminbi segment where these cars compete. Third, and this is the one Western observers should watch, Volkswagen. VW has a deep equity stake in Xpeng, around 4.99%, in a technology sharing agreement. If VLA 2.0 matures into a genuinely exportable ADAS stack, the question of whether a Golf-class VW running Chinese driver-assist software lands in Europe by 2027 goes from hypothetical to very real. That's the scenario that should be keeping Mobileye's leadership up at night. So, bullish or bearish on VLA 2.0? Here's where I land. Cautiously bullish, with a specific asterisk on intersections. 3 things to remember from this. 1. The dual Turing compute stack gives Xpeng roughly 1,000 TOPS with 0 lidar. That's hardware competitive with Tesla HW4, and the VLA reasoning architecture is genuinely novel, not just a spec bump. 2. The real-world failure pattern is almost entirely intersection-specific. Mid-block urban driving is legitimately impressive, which means this is a software maturity problem, not a fundamental sensor limitation, and the 3-week OTA cadence gives them a real shot at closing it fast. 3. Volkswagen's 4.99% stake means VLA 2.0 isn't just a Chinese domestic story. If this stack proves out, it has a plausible path into European metal by 2027, which changes the competitive map for Mobileye and Bosch in ways most analysts aren't pricing in yet. Here's my question for you. If you had to bet on which company, Xpeng, Huawei ADS, or Tesla FSD, cracks true urban autonomy in China first, who's your pick and why? Drop it in the comments. And if this kind of deep dive is useful to you, subscribe. I do this every week. Which company cracks true urban autonomy in China first? Xpeng VLA, Huawei ADS, or Tesla FSD? Tell me your pick and your reasoning in the comments. Subscribe for weekly deep dives on Chinese new energy vehicles.